have gutted healthcare.
Also mayor of West Sacramento.
My family does dictatorship, and I never thought that I'd see the rise of a dictatorship in this country.
I did not give in. I said, no, it's more important, the health of California, and I stood up for it.
We got one shot, one chance, really.
Country Fighting Oligarchy, Placer Action Network, and Roseville Area Democratic Club with support from the Placer County Democratic Party. Welcome to the California Congressional District 6 Democratic Candidate Forum.
Thank you. Hello, this is a beautiful room. It's good to see everybody. It's just amazing to be in Placer. My name's Babb Tomlinson, and I'm running in the California 6th District. I get to take a point of privilege of my 90 seconds to say Happy Mother's Day to all the moms, future moms, grandmas. Hopefully you all got your cards and flowers ready to go for tomorrow. But I'm a mom. I'm a former union organizer, and I'm the Chief Public Affairs Officer for the largest Planned Parenthood in the country. And I'm running because Donald Trump and the Republicans absolutely gutted healthcare with the big ugly bill. 5 of my clinics closed, and I watched over 20,000 patients lose access to care, to family medicine, behavioral health, and prenatal care. So I'm running because I know what it's like to not have health care. I know how hard it is to raise a family. My daycare and childcare is more than my mortgage. When I go to the grocery store, I cringe because my 15-month-old is eating me out of house and home with blueberries, raspberries, blackberries, you name it. So when we talk about affordability, I feel it. And every hardworking family is feeling that squeeze. So I'm running because we need a new generation in Washington that's actually gonna push past the status quo, work across the aisle, and get things done. That's what I've done in my career, and I would not be up here if I thought that I was not the best candidate to do it. We need leaders who aren't afraid, who are bold, who don't take corporate cash, and know how to actually show up and get things done. So I'm honored to be in this space with you and hope to earn your vote. Thank you.
Dr. Pan.
Thank you. It's great to be back here in Placer County. My name is Dr. Richard Pan. I'm a pediatrician. I'm an educator and actually represented South Placer County in the state legislature. In fact, I'm a child of immigrants. When I grew up, I didn't see people who looked like myself or my family in elected office. But when 2010, when I ran in a so-called safe Republican seat with more Republicans and Democrats, including South Placer County, I ran and I won. And I want to be sure that that areas like Placer County had good representation from someone who's going to deliver. You know, this administration has been took away abortion rights, taking away health care, right? They're taking away people's First Amendment rights, and they're upending our democracy. And you need to send someone who is going to deliver, right? Because it's not only about flipping the House this election, it's about keeping the House in subsequent elections and making sure we turn our country back around. And I delivered for you in the state legislature. When I was in the state legislature, I worked to be sure that we got more people health care. In fact, 4 million more Californians got health care during my time in the state legislature, where I helped lead the implementation of the ACA. We need to make health care more affordable. Right? I actually authored legislation that to have the state provide $11 insulin now. In fact, that's actually a key platform plank for the Progressive Caucus in Congress right now, is to be sure we get those medication costs down. I also work on the State Healthcare Affordability Board, be sure we bring down the cost of healthcare. And I also work to be sure that people in terms of being sure we fight for immigrants. So I look forward to
Thank you very much, Dr. Pound. Mr. Vandenberg.
Well, Placer, has been a long time getting to this day, hasn't it? It is very nice to see so many friendly faces in this room. If I look a little bit more disheveled than usual, that's because I just came straight from a canvas right here in your beautiful town. My name's Tyler Vandenberg. I'm a 7-year veteran of the United States Marine Corps. I was a Jeopardy champion. I am a proud Great Society Democrat. The Great Society was Lyndon Johnson's program of Medicare, Medicaid, expanding Social Security, the NEA, school lunches, building the Great Society metros, and most importantly right now, civil rights and voting rights. I believe that I have 3 pillars to my campaign that go like this. Pillar number 1, it is time we hold Trump accountable. I do not believe in working across the aisle with this Republican Party. I mean to walk some of them out of here in orange jumpsuits for the rest of their lives. But I also know that we have to build a better future. That means Medicare for all, homes every generation can afford, a green new grid, better transit, protecting Social Security long into the future. And I want to ensure that we make America safe for everyone in our communities. That means our immigrant neighbors by breaking up ICE, everyone in our LGBTQ plus communities, for women to have the right to vote and privacy in their healthcare protected, and for folks of all faiths, colors, creeds, and backgrounds. I very much look forward to your questions today. Thank you all for being here.
Thank you very much. Mayor Guerrero.
Well, good afternoon, everybody, and thank you for convening this wonderful event. Fellow Democrats, I'm Martha Guerrero, Mayor of West Sacramento. This is on my third term, also a public servant of 25 years. You know, it's just incredible to have you here as Democrats. You have this opportunity to have a Democrat serving in your district. I've been working in canvassing since I was 16 years old for Democrats. I'm also a Yolo County Democrat Central Committee member. I am committed to making sure we get a Democrat representing you here in this district. So proud of the fact that we do have a good group of candidates here, and so excited to see the energy that is coming out from all of you to make sure we get the best representation. I'm running because as mayor and a public servant of the safety net, I've seen it completely dismantled. Healthcare is going to be threatened. We're not Medicare and Social Security, those are all things that are important to all of us. Affordability, to make sure that we can survive through this cost of living crisis. So what I'm going to do what I have been doing as mayor, as a public servant. I'm going to fight in Congress to restore those cuts and to make sure that we have our civil rights back, because what is happening here in the Supreme Court and throughout this country is going to be a huge threat to our livelihood, for our children's future, and it's going to take a while to get this restored. So we need a Democrat in Congress who can work quickly. With the experience that I have, I can achieve that. Thank you again for convening this group.
Thank you. District Attorney Ho.
Good afternoon. My name is Tin Ho. I'm the District Attorney of Sacramento. When I was 4 years old, my parents and I escaped Vietnam on a tiny fishing boat. After being adrift at sea for nearly 2 weeks, a merchant ship rescued and brought us to a refugee camp. 6 months later, I came to this country, the land of the free, the home of the brave. And after 20 years after coming to this country with nothing but the clothes on our back and not understanding a word of English, I graduated from law school and became a prosecutor. I've spent 25 years in the courtroom fighting for the voiceless, the vulnerable, for victims. I'm running for Congress because I want to take the fight from the courtroom to Congress, to fight for our democracy against the cronyism, the chaos, and the corruption of Donald Trump, to fight for working families who are being crushed by the cost of living, and to fight to make sure that everyone in the community feels and are safe, including our immigrants who are being illegally snatched off the streets by ICE. I know the law. I've enforced the law. In Congress, I would defend the rule of law by holding this administration and all their cronies accountable. I believe in the promise of America: opportunity, freedom, and second chances. My story of being a refugee to district attorney to running for Congress is the symbol of America. And I know that brighter days are ahead for our country, but we can only get there together.
Thank you, District Attorney Ho, and thank you, candidates, for your opening statements.